So when you're braiding knotless braids, you start with the client's hair, just part it into three and braid it up before you add extensions. See, 1, 2, 3. Get this last strand and put it in the middle of these two fingers, just like this. And these two are in the middle of the index finger and the thumb. So you pick an extension like this. When you're adding it, you put it here between these two fingers, then pass it through the index finger and the middle finger, and then you braid once, and twice, then you add another one, braid once, twice, and another one, braid once, twice, until you feel like the braid is big enough. 1, twice, once, twice, then you can start braiding normally. As you braid, you make sure this index finger is in the middle so that the braid is tight. Just like that. See this? another one. Make a part like this. You divide it into 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go under the middle, pick this last one. Under the middle, pick this. You braid once, twice, thrice. The third time you hold it tight. You have 3 parts here. 1, 2, 3. This middle part and this are between the index finger and the thumb, and then you put this last strand here between the middle finger and the index finger, like that. Now we're going to start adding extensions. When you're adding extensions, you pick like this, put it here between the thumb and the index finger, and then this other part, you pass it here where the last strand is. Then you start braiding once, twice. I'm going to add another one, just like the other one. Put one part here and another part this side. Again, you braid once, twice. We add another one. Like that. We braid again once, twice. You keep adding until you feel like the size of the braid is what your client wants or the person you're plaiting wants. So like that. I'm going to add another one. Now we start braiding normally. As you braid, make sure the index finger is in the middle of the braid so that it gets tight enough. You don't want to make loose braids, just like that. So we're going to make another part. You want to part this hair into 3. 1, 2, 3. See, 3 parts. Now you go under the middle and pick this last part. Bring it to the middle, then go under the middle still. The last part and bring it in the middle. Braid. You have 3 parts. When we are adding, we're going to pick piece of hair like this. Put this last strand in the middle of these 2 fingers, and then the middle and the first one are between the thumb and the index finger. So when we are adding, we're going to put it here between the thumb and the index and pass it through the other side. Braid once, another one, just like that, once, twice, once, twice. As you braid, make sure your index finger is in the middle of the braid so that the braids are tight. Cut this into 3. Cut the hair into 3. Put the last part in the middle between the middle finger and the index. These two should be between the thumb and the index. Take an extension and you add it between here and here. Then you braid down once, twice. Another one, braid once, twice. Braid once, twice. Once, twice. As you braid, make sure the index finger is in between the braids so that they become tight. You part this hair into 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go under the middle peak, braid it. As you braid, you make sure it's tight on the scalp. You braid about 3 to 3 times. Now we have 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. So as we add extensions, we're going to add them here. To this, we add to this strand and to this one. So this one, you put it between the middle finger and the index finger, just like that. Then now we're going to add, pick the extension like this, and we pass it here between these 2 fingers and pass it the other side. The middle has remained without. So now we braid once, twice. See, now this part doesn't have any extension, so we're going to add to it again. We add to this and this. Braid once, twice. And another one. You continue adding until you feel like the size of the braid is enough. Braid once, twice. Once, twice. Then you start braiding normally. As you braid, you make sure this finger, this index finger, is in the middle of the braid so that the braid is tight. You don't want loose braids. Well, unless someone wants loose braids, but tight braids are more neat. So make a part like this. We're going to divide this hair into 3. 1, 2, 3. See, there are 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. So we go under the middle. This is the middle. Go under the middle peak. Go under the middle peak. Braid once, twice, rise 3 times. We have 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put these 2 remain here between the thumb and the index, and then this last one goes between the middle finger and the index, just like that. When you're adding, you get an extension like this and add it between these 2 fingers. Hold, braid once, twice. add it between these two fingers and pass it in the middle. Braid once, twice. As you braid, make sure this index finger is in between these two so that the braid gets tight. Do the same thing with this other hand. See how tight and neat it is. Divide the hair into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. Now you go under the middle, click, bring it this side, go under the middle, click, braid once, twice, thrice, 3 times. Now we are going to start adding extensions. As you add, you put this between these 2 fingers and here. So you go like so, lift your thumb up, put it, pass it through the side and braid once, twice. Same thing, lift your thumb up, place it once, twice. Make sure this index finger is in the middle of the braid so that the braid gets tight. we're going to divide this hair into 3 parts. 1, divide the remaining part into 2 parts. 3, 1, 2, 3. So we go under the middle, pick, go under the middle, pick, braid once, twice, thrice, 3 times. You braid 3 times. Now you see we have 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. And when we are adding, we're going to add, I'm going to show you like, you add to this one and this one, these last 2. The middle one we'll get later. So the first time you add to the first and last, the middle doesn't get. So you add like so, raise your thumb, place it, pass it through the middle of the other fingers, braid once, twice. See, this was the middle part. Now we're going to add to this and this. The middle part doesn't get. So we add. This should be between these 2 fingers. Lift your thumb, place it, pass it through the middle of these 2 fingers and braid once, twice. Lift, add and braid once, twice. You continue adding until you feel like the size of the braid is enough. Once, twice. As you braid, you make sure the index finger is between in the middle of the braid so that the braid gets tight. So I'm going to part this hair into 3. 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, we have 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. So you go under the middle, pick, go under the middle, pick, braid once, twice, thrice, 3 times. braid once, twice. When you're adding, you add to the last two strands. So you lift the arm, place it, go under the middle, braid once, twice.